Hi, it's Miriam. Today I want to talk about something that I've been meaning to talk about for a long time, but I never get a chance to just sit and chit chat with you guys. A disclaimer, I am not a health professional, I'm not a doctor, a nurse, I'm not even a good hypochondriac. So, if you do feel like you have some of my symptoms, I would definitely advise you to go see a doctor and don't rely on Google like I do. I want to talk about having hypothyroidism. I had been feeling very tired, and sometimes I wasn't able to sleep right. And I was losing my hair, but I noticed that when I was pregnant, and that's part of being pregnant, and that's normal. You usually are really tired because you have a little tiny human pressing on your organs and you lose your hair. And that's not everybody, but most women do. And I've told my doctors, but they wouldn't really do anything about it. They kind of just brushed me off until I got a new doctor. So she decided to send me for labs because it was her first time getting to know me. So she wanted to know everything about my body and whether or not I was okay. So she did all kinds of labs. Because I told her I felt tired, she also sent out for me to get tested on this thing called TSH, free T4 and free T3. Now, I have no idea what any of that means. But she sent out some blood test, and when they came back, she told me that my T3 and my T4 are normal. So those are, I don't know, they're proteins or chemicals that your body or your thyroid gland makes in order to make everything work good. So those were normal for me. But then there's this other, I don't know if it's a chemical. Maybe I should have Googled it. Okay, so I'm jumping in here because I feel like I'm giving you a lot of missed information and I should have really maybe prepared some more. But the thyroid stimulating hormone, also known as a TSH, that I was speaking about, is a pituitary hormone that stimulates the thyroid gland to produce thyroxine, which is T4, and thyrodothioronine, which is 3T. Sorry, I can't pronounce any of these words. And both of these stimulate the metabolism, and it's almost in every tissue in your body. And this was found in Google. So I hope that kind of clears that up. All right, let's continue. But there's this other thing called TSH, and that was high. So there's this gland that's here in the center of your forehead called, I can't say that word, pituitary, I don't know. That gland sends signals to this gland that's right here to make these T3 and T4 chemicals or whatever it is they are. Anyways, my TSH hormone or level or whatever that is was very high, meaning that this gland is overworking. It's making sure that this gland is throwing enough of all that other good stuff around my body so I can be normal and balanced. But in essence, I'm not, because this dude is working overdrive, which led the doctor to believe that I might have hypothyroidism, but she wasn't sure. So she told me to come back in 3 months. And guess what I did? I waited a year. So I went back a year later, and she sent me to do the labs again. And tan, this time my T3 and my T4 were also normal and okay, but my TSH had gone twice as high. So she got concerned and she told me that I need to go to an endocrinologist. I think I said that right. So I saw my endocrinologist and she again sent me to do more tests. I got the test, and sure enough, the tests that came back were even higher than my previous 2 tests. So my endocrinologist told me that I have subclinical hypothyroidism, which means that my thyroid is working slow. That's why this dude is working extra hard, because this dude is too slow. So this one is like, hurry, up. And then this one is like, I'm coming. And it's like, okay. And it's doing what it has to do because this one's pushing it. Does that sound crazy? I asked her, what does subclinical hypothyroidism mean? And she told me that it's a stage where someone like me who doesn't have the free T4 and the free 323 out of range, I'm not officially a I don't know how to say it, hypothyroid person. Anyways, she can't officially tell me there's something wrong with, or like, she can't officially tell me that I have hypothyroidism until she keeps checking up my blood work and giving me pills to balance me out. She started me with 25 milligrams of levothyroxine. Oh God, I can't say the word. That one. I'll put it here somewhere. She gave me that and told me to come back in 3 months. So I took that, and it's a pill that you take every day before you eat anything, right after you wake up. And you're not allowed to have any sort of calcium, I think it says. So I think it's like within 45 minutes to an hour. So I just want to be safe, and I don't want to mess myself up or the pill or the future tests. So I just don't eat anything. Nothing. I just wait. So I'll try to wake up earlier. That way I take my pill, I do whatever I have to do in the morning, and then by the time I'm hungry, I can eat. Like, it's been an hour. So I did that for 3 months. I went back to my endocrinologist. She did the test again. And dun-dun-dun, they were still off. And though she said that my TSH levels had kind of been getting better, they weren't as good as they should be. So she gave me double the dose. So she doubled my dose. And now I'm taking twice as much and waiting 4 hours before I eat. 4 hours. That's insane. So I've been trying to wake up at 5, so I can take my pill at 5, so that by the time it's 9, I can finally have breakfast, which is very painful if you like food. And all this, I didn't tell you my other ailments that I don't know if they're related or not. But she told me I have insulin resistance, which she said some people call pre-diabetic, meaning that my body is not taking sugar the way it should. And actually, don't quote me on this, but it's not getting the sugar and using it the way it should be using. It's resisting the sugar, hence insulin's resistance. So she gave me a pill that I have to take every day. When I went back and had the second results, my insulin resistance had not just doubled, but tripled the number. I can put like what I got down here somewhere, so you guys know and maybe compare yourselves to me if you have the same thing. But yeah, it was pretty high compared to the last test. So she doubled that medicine too. So now I'm taking double the medicine that I used to take for my thyroid and double the medicine I used to take for my sugar situation. I don't know what to tell you. When I was there the last time, I asked her, I said, does this mean I officially have hypothyroidism? Does this mean that I'm going to be taking this pill for the rest of my life? And she said that I was still at the very like bottom of the spectrum because my T3 and my T4 are not necessarily out of whack. So she said that she officially can't tell me that I have hypothyroidism and that she has to keep monitoring me and checking and sending tests and see how my body reacts to the medicine that she's been giving me. And then she sent me for another test to check if I have Hashimoto's disease, which is an immune... Is it called immune? It's called an autoimmune disease, which means that your body's fighting itself. So your body is fighting your thyroid. She sent out for those tests, and those tests came out good. But she told me that 5% of people who have Hashimoto's come back with tests that are normal. So she said that she feels that I might have Hashimoto's, and there's no other way of them checking or double checking whether or not I have Hashimoto's disease. So that's great. I know maybe you came across this video because you were searching hypothyroidism. I'm sorry, I don't have answers. But if you want more detailed information of what I'm feeling, where my symptoms are, I can definitely make a video about that. I guess, whoever you are out there that needs that information, you could just let me know. But, yeah, having hypothyroidism sucks because it's really hard to lose weight even when you try. And you're really... Why am I tearing up? And then you get this little beautiful double chin. And you're tired all the time. Why does that make me cry? That makes no sense. Also, just so you know, you're not crazy. Having hypothyroidism does affect your mood because the thyroid gland does that. It helps your metabolism. It helps your mood. Like, it does so many things that if it's out of whack, like, your whole life is out of whack. So it's like incredibly insane. I just hope that doubling my dose is enough for me to get back in balance, and that hopefully my body naturally can get back to normal without me having to officially have hypothyroidism, which would mean that I have to take that pill for the rest of my life. I dug myself deep into a YouTube hole of people talking about their disease and their diagnosis and how they're handling it and what their symptoms are, and I found it extremely super helpful. So I thought maybe if I spoke about what I'm going through and my... Why do I have... I thought maybe if I spoke about what I'm going through and my disease, then maybe I can help people. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day, and see you around.